guys, so I'm going to be doing a video today on Travis Scott. For those of you who are new here, what I like to do is preface the video with saying what I know about the artist so that you kind of understand where my bias comes from. I'm also doing this video a little bit differently than I normally do my celebrity readings. I'm not really sure, I haven't planned it out. I just went ahead and sat down here, pulled some cards to kind of sit with them for a moment, and then I'm just kind of gonna wing it from there, right? Okay, so let's talk about Travis Scott, what I know about him, and then we'll get into it. So I actually know people who work with him very intimately. If I were to point them out, then you guys would know who they are, especially if you're fans of him, you would know immediately who they are. So I have loose connections to him in that sense, right? I don't know anything about him. I've never asked about him. I've never had any interest in him as an artist or as a person, to be honest with you guys. And these people never brought him up, I don't think. No, I don't think, no. The only reason I know is because they're public figures. And you know, they work in that area of stuff, right? So that's how I know. But no, we've never actually talked about anything, I don't think. I just want to be 100% sure, but no, I don't think so. And so, yeah, these people that I'm referring to are all satanic, though. So some of them are openly, like, very, very not good people, like no moral boundaries whatsoever, I don't feel. And yeah, they're just not really people that you would want to associate with, if I'm honest with you. A lot of people do, and a lot of people want to, but when it comes to like morals and standards, you probably shouldn't be messing with these kind of people. And I don't know Travis's awareness of this, okay? And then when I talk about, I'm going to talk about the celebrity lifestyle as a whole. Yes, I'm like loosely, once again, like very loosely involved with celebrities, okay? So, like maybe I've done readings on other people, like celebrities on here, like on my YouTube channel that like barely know them. And I didn't mention it, but I feel like it's important to mention it here because of the fact that the people who are involved are very much evil people. And that's not to say that every human, like, actually no one is 100% evil, I don't believe, okay? You can definitely accidentally or purposefully give your body up, okay? That is actually very possible, to have a possessed person where these entities overtake your body and you are no longer in control of what you're doing and your thoughts and all of that. Like your soul has essentially been completely kicked out, and it takes a lot of work to re-inhabit your body. So now I'm just kind of jumping into it, right? So basically is Travis doing some sort of satanic ritual that I'm seeing a lot of people online saying that he might be doing, or that is what he's doing? I don't know. I really don't know. Even when I pull here, I feel very confused and mixed, because I feel like it is a self-fulfilling prophecy in the sense that he is fully aware of the people he associates with. He's fully aware of ritualistic things that you have to do in order to gain what they're looking to gain from this, material goods, you know, eternal life. And eternal life is really just repeating life with awareness of who they are as they reincarnate back on Earth, right? Earth is like so backwards, and it shouldn't be this way. This is a process that we're trying to reverse, but that is essentially what's going on there. And I don't think, it doesn't feel like he was aware of exactly what was going to happen. I don't know. Like, if I doubt that he knew Let me think. Okay, let's back up and then see where I go from here. Okay, so I feel like he is fully aware of the music that he's putting out, right? And about it being evil, satanic, energy harvesting music. Now, I've gotten this in several readings before. I have it in the Eazy-E reading. I have it in the Biggie Smalls reading, which I haven't released yet. I have it in a bunch of the unreleased videos of Eazy-E. And basically, what I'm constantly getting repeated to me, that I'm constantly being told that I need to talk more about, that I haven't done, is the fact that what these higher ups are doing, and it's specifically in rap music, like it's in other music as well, but they're hyper focused on rap music. And in rap music, it's not just the lyrics that are low vibrational and the beats that you're actually hearing, but there's a vibration, like a frequency that they're putting within the music that you're not hearing, you're not picking up from your hearing ear, right? This vibration that's putting you into a low frequency, and it's also a hypnotic state. So as you're listening to this music, you're lowering your vibration, which is allowing these entities to come into your awareness. Whether you're aware of this or not, they're like hovering around you, they're surrounding you, right? And the more that you continue to listen to that kind of music and then continue a low vibrational lifestyle, then that allows them to kind of seep into your spirit, and essentially in some ways affect you. It's not a full possession, but they're definitely affecting you. They're definitely coming into your spiritual bubble, if you want to call it that. And so there was something else I was going to say about that, but I forgot. Anyway, so when you go to these kinds of concerts, and what I was going to say is this doesn't just affect the people who are listening to the music, because this frequency is getting put out into the world, into the air. So even if you're passing by, or if you're connected to someone else who's low vibrational, who's getting essentially being hypnotized, then it can attach to you through that. Okay, so music is extremely powerful as it is, but adding this frequency onto it makes it even more powerful. Now, when you go to concerts, it's even more, because these artists who are purposefully doing this, and in the lyrics and all this, it's like a chant, right? It's energy harvesting of all the people that are there. You're all getting yourself on the same frequency, and it's allowing this powerful surge in order to bring into this reality these entities. And that's what's happening. So as these people were at this concert, I feel like I'm actually feeling this. It's not like my thought, but what I'm feeling are a lot of dark souls. It's not just demonic entities, but it's darker souls. So people who have passed away that are of the darker frequency, the lower frequencies, that are inhabiting the air above this event. And as this event's going on, the suffocation is happening, the closeness of happening, and all of this amplifying of the energy, these entities are getting closer and closer and closer to this physical reality. Okay? And that's where I'm seeing this connection between the underworld and the physical world. And Do I feel that Travis was aware of this? Yes and no. I don't feel that he was fully there. I don't feel that he was in his spiritual body completely. I feel like he was possessed to some capacity. I feel like he was overtaken to a greater capacity than like his everyday normal life, okay? And I do feel right now, like, so after this, like currently right now, as I'm recording this, it's the November 7th, okay? So I feel like he's very numb to what has happened. I feel like there are a lot of regrets that he has and a lot of confusion, and he feels like I did this to myself, I did this to other people, I am responsible, I don't even want to think about it. Like, he feels very hurt, confused, stressed out, worried, and bad. He actually feels, I don't feel like he's, you know, like I don't know. It's like almost like if you knew that something was going to happen, like you knew you had, like, playing off of this belief that a lot of people have. I'm not sure where I stand with this, of this being some sort of sacrificial thing, knowingly sacrificial thing, where he would have desired this outcome to some degree. I highly doubt that he would have wanted it to play out this way. I highly doubt that he, like, it just feels like, why did this have to happen, kind of thing. Like, why this? Why them? Why me? Why now? Like, that's where I'm getting that, where it's like, you know, not to devalue another person's life, but it's like, well, why couldn't, like, if he could cherry pick, he would cherry pick people that he feels are, like, not good people of the world or something, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't want it to play out like this. And, like, it definitely feels like he made a deal with the devil. Like, it really feels like he feels that. And it's like, how do I get out of this? Or how do I overcome this? How do I fix this? How do I make things... I was going to say, how do I make things right? But then I wanted to stop myself, because it's almost like he doesn't want to make things right. He just wants to solve it. He just wants to solve this situation. I just feel so, like, I feel like he feels so torn. Like, he doesn't know what to think. He doesn't know where, like, what's the next thing. Like, it feels like very, like, it's such a painful truth of what happened. And at that time that this was going on in the concert, I don't think that he was aware of it. I really don't. I think that had he known that this was happening, like, had he fully known and he was fully in his right state of mind, he would have prevented it. But I feel like everything that he was doing on the outside of this, and which is revealed in his music, of like this conjuring of entities, this was able to block him from this awareness so that this can take place. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, him as Travis would not want this to happen. He would not want, if he saw this, he would have stopped it. But because he wanted to have this deal with the devil, essentially, he wanted to have this fame, he wanted to have, you know, just, he wanted this lifestyle of what he's singing about, that they created an atmosphere where he would be unknowingly responsible for this, right? In reality, personally, no, yeah, he has a duty as an artist to watch this, but I don't know, like, it seems like the organizers should have prevented this, right? He's there, like, he can't see everything. I don't know. So the thing that I'm getting that's like a strange message to me is I'm hearing the words shopping. Like, he's shopping for a new future. Like, he's going shopping for a new future, which I thought was a very interesting thing to hear. And I don't have any connections. Like, it feels separate from this. It feels like it's not connected to what exactly I'm saying. It's like if this was exactly what I'm seeing, for example, and where it has like the past and the future, and then it's like he's right here, right in the center of things. It's like I have different options, so I'm gonna go shopping for a different future. Like, I'm right here, and I don't know, this is really weird. And then I feel like there's like a big payback of what happened, like a spiritual payback, like spirit. Like, what I mean by that is, like, yeah, karma. It's probably karma, but the way that I'm seeing it is like him trying to change. And this is spiritually. I don't know how this is going to appear in real life, but it's like he's going to try and change something, or he's trying to kind of like reevaluate or restructure, regain himself again, because he's struggling a lot right now. Like, he's definitely feeling remorseful, okay? Like, I don't think that he's disingenuous if he says that he's like in shock, or he's sorry, or whatever he might possibly say. I think it's going to really mentally disturb him for a very long time. But I feel like there's people around him that are going to try and like, it's like make him harder, like harden his heart, or harden his perception of things, and then try and like rise him up like into fame, like to move past this, to focus once again or even harder on material things rather than searching within himself for his soul again. And that it's like this, it's like drowning in the reality that everything is falsified. Like, that's his karma, is that he's gonna be like drowning in it, like completely drowning in realizing that all his dreams, all his desires, everything that he's worked for, everything that he was jumping towards and aiming towards ended up being false. Like, it's a complete false reality, and he's gonna realize that he's living a false reality, and it's gonna like blow his mind to the point that it like completely breaks him down. Like, it's gonna really mess with his brain, like really, really mess with him in a way that's like very hard for him to deal with. And I don't know if this is even going to happen like in this life, or if it's going to be like as soon as he passes away, however far into the future that would be. But it's like when that happens, it's when he has to meet what has happened, right? He has to face his own consequences of his actions. And it's not, and I'm not specifically talking about this event, I'm talking about what led up to this, which is like the music and the industry things that are happening behind the scenes, all of that he's fully aware of. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. I'm trying to think about his family and where, let's see, just like, let's see, like, so I got deep knowing, right? And I'm like, is this family, like, they're the people, like, are they aware of this occurring? And it feels like I feel like he was like being used. That's what it feels like. It's like he's the martyr, right? It's like, we're putting you into the spotlight, or we're putting you into the responsibility of this. We're gonna like completely destroy you spiritually, like, and it's gonna be used. Like, I feel like he's being used. I feel like he's being used to do other people's work, bidding, and like, it's like they, like, what is it called when they, like, when they use a pawn? But for Travis, it's like using him in the industry for their own spiritual gain. Like, they're taking him. Who did I see that with too? I just saw that in another reading, a very similar, like, they're taking these young artists. Oh, yeah. There's another artist, but I don't think I really openly said that. Where they're taking people, they're taking their souls, is what it feels like. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know though. Which, by the way, they can't take your soul. No one can take your soul. Like, you have the ability to hold on to that. Like, you have free will. It's about tricking you, right? Manipulating you in order for you to not work on yourself, not evaluate yourself, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, that's essentially it. I think it's a mixture. Like, some people just had that feeling like, oh, eventually something's gonna happen. Like, that's the deep knowing, is like, it's like, well, what the way that things were headed, the way that things were, yeah, I kind of felt like something bad was gonna happen. Then other people are intentionally getting into his energy field and using him, definitely using him, and kind of like, what I would say is, when it comes to like this kind of evil stuff and they use people, it's like breadcrumbing them. Like, I can even equate it to like UFC, where the UFC players are like complaining about how much money they have because they're not making that much money when it's like such a huge operation. So in theory, yeah, they're getting paid a pretty decent amount, but when it comes to how much that whole corporation is earning, they are getting breadcrumbs, yet they're the ones that are getting beat up completely. They're the ones that are risking their lives in order to be the entertainment figures. Like, they are the stars of the show. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Okay, so I don't know if that brought any clarity to you guys or anything, but that's what I see. I'll end it with like, I need to know most. The last thing that I see that we should all know, and this is a reminder to anyone who is involved in this kind of stuff, or fears that there might be some sort of involvement in your life of like anything hovering around you. Spirit, God, your guardian angels will never leave you. They will meet you any which way, and no matter how many times you step forward or back from them, they will always be there to meet you, okay? They're very loyal to you because that is what your soul truly desires and needs, okay? So that's my reading. I'll see you guys later. Bye.